Hey y'all, Officer Kern Law Dog and Charles Wallace Hanson IV reporting live to you from one of our favorite little hotspot lunch destinations, Jersey Mike's. And I'm going to tell you what, they are hopping today. And the reason I think they're hopping is that for a limited time only, you can get one of those hot Italian sandwiches, regular size, for $8.95, and they're usually $11.
In remembrance of Dr. Luther the King, come and get your $3 off.
Yeah, it's about $3 off. Anyhow, subscribers only. We told you you'd be joining us for lunch as we open up a envelope that we got in the mail today. And you'll see, I have no idea what's in this envelope. But we're so good at what we do that we're going to go ahead and make a prediction about what's in that envelope.
Real quick before you get out there with your envelope.
Okay, Charles wants to do something. And before my prediction? You want to do something before my envelope and my prediction?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This is just how you say
Okay, hold on.
This is how you protect your ass against the man. Can I show him the other side?
Yeah, without my address.
Anyway, you know what it looks like on the other side. This is how you save your ass and stick it to the man at the same time. Keep documenting all that shit. You know what I did? And I still have sealed envelopes from 30 years ago. I put dirty shit that people were doing in the local government 30 years ago. Tore their asses up. And I always had an envelope with all the gory details. I always sent it to myself. Why? That's why. You know what that is? That's almost as good as it is.
Thank you. Did you hear that? She said she loved the Law Dog's hat. Let me tell you about that.
I love that. So anyway, get your information into a thing, seal it, DNA. Boom, send it to yourself, throw it in the vault, a safe, a lockbox. You might need it one day. See that big scary box last time? That goes back, what, 30 years? Over 30 years? Mm-hmm. That's my scary box.
Okay, don't forget about this hat. This is the one that a gal gave to me over in Oildale. She said somebody gave it to her, and she said she knew I'd rock it. It never fails every time I wear this bad boy. I'm always getting a compliment. Isn't that right, Charles?
Yep.
So anyhow, I'm going to tell you how good I am at this game, that I already know what's going to be in this envelope. Now, if you recall correctly, we were the victims of false and defamatory statements and allegations by Deputy Cayman Aguirre with the Kern County Sheriff's Department, who colluded with an off-the-books confidential, substandard, not even contracted handyman who was posing as a contracted handyman, which is how he gained access into my home. And he wasn't.
Probably many others.
And probably many others, as Charles said. And
this is a crooked company and corporation.
And next thing you know, he's leaving his property behind in his workstation, but falsely reporting that we stole it from him. And there's no investigation. There's zero. Huh?
How do we know the deputy didn't come in and throw a? I mean, they did kind of.
Well, that's why we're gonna hold on. I'll get to that. He left it behind and then falsely reported that we stole it from him. So Cayman, knowing exactly who we were, because he said that. He said it himself. I knew exactly who they were. How'd you know? Because he's buddies with Deputy Bradford Frizzell, who tried to get a red flag gun violence restraining order against me unsuccessfully. And Commissioner Cervantes, Gina, she said she was gravely concerned about how that all unfolded. And so I guess maybe Bradford Frizzell's trying to leave Deputy Kamen and Geary hold the bag. Somebody's going to be holding that bag, but it's damn sure not going to be us. So he never conducted an investigation. His biases caused him to go wake up a judge in the middle of the night, a juvenile justice judge, no doubt, who has no knowledge about criminal, oh, you need a sip, honey? Criminal proceedings when it deals with two plaintiffs that already have a lawsuit against the county of Kern because they're so corrupt. I mean, like, why don't you all know what you're getting into before you get into it? And we could save a lot of people a lot of trouble.
Before you move.
Till I can't no more, I got the horses in the back.
Couldn't miss that phone call. Never fails. Every time I'm doing an important live, somebody calls. It's usually a call that I have to take. So anyway, I'm going to speed this up. He got a search warrant. The only problem is the search warrant didn't authorize a nighttime search. And then, you know, it's been downhill ever since because we've been calling out that corruption. This is sealed. Anyway, I preserved a claim. I preserved a claim against the county of Kern.
Everybody else you call them out on, they gaslight you. This idiot thinks with all of our surveillance, he thinks we're going to be the ones holding the bag. We are going to be the ones holding the bag of cash, motherfucker. But you let American Home Shield understand that we're already in motion. Thanks, guys.
So anyway, if you have a grievance with a governmental entity, and remember, I can't give legal advice, but they'll never beat my price, but it's been my experience that you have to preserve a claim against a governmental entity within 6 months from the date of the incident or from the date of injury or from when you discover it. Well, this happened in May. Technically, that's when it started, but in all fairness, they continued their bullshit all the way up through September, maybe even October, with Kamen's false and defamatory documents to get an emergency and a restraining order. So really, I didn't have to preserve this in November, but I figured I better. And then, of course, they have to respond within a certain amount of time. And my prediction's going to be that this is going to be there's nothing to see here. And now that there's nothing to see here, they're essentially giving me the green light to seek a lawyer so that I can then commence a civil lawsuit against them. So let's see what this is. Dated January 14th. Notice of rejection of claim. Just like the law dog said it would say. Right there. So they're acting like we said, there's nothing to see here.
But we all know that 98% of Kern County is corrupt.
Yes, we do know that according
statistical fact
that according to the citizens that have been polled and voted, that 98% of them are concerned about corruption amongst our leaders. And
not to mention pedophilia.
These Kern County leaders are exactly who we're criticizing and exactly who we're exposing. And there's nothing against the law. There's nothing against the law as long as you do so civilly, as long as you don't violate the law. You don't do. I hit my. Anyway, I'm going to eat my sandwich.
I'm going to tell everyone. I want to say one last thing, and it's going to be
end it because I got to eat my sandwich.
You can all. Those of you that made it right, kind of like